Good morning and happy Monday. It is November 1st today. It's a new month, it's a new moment, it's a new opportunity to take yourself to a new level of living and understanding and loving. And as I chose cards today with my intention of love and peace, the intimacy card came up from the Universal Cards by Juliet Jeffrey Hobbs and Nora Monaco. And these are angelically inspired. And I've used them again for since the 90s, somewhere in there. Um, but intimacy in this card is intimacy with yourself and your emotions and your mind, the way that you think. And it's being willing to explore and be vulnerable with yourself. When we are intimate physically, we become vulnerable because we expose all of who we are and we share all of who we are with another being. We choose to connect on a very deep level. When we become intimate with ourselves, we have to look at those raw places that we hide even from ourselves. We have to look at where we believe that we are somehow less than, somehow unworthy, somehow bad or sinful or just not good enough. And understand as well that these are fears. These are not the truth. And so the more that you can, excuse me one second. Unexpected guests. The more that you can allow yourself to become raw with yourself, to become um, crazy honest with yourself. I'm losing sight of the word that I want. Frankly honest. Let's get really clear with ourselves and be willing to look at everything that we're afraid to hide, even from ourselves. And most of us do this. I am a great healer, but man, can I hide things from myself. And even when I hear that guide in me saying, hey, you think you ought to check this out? Hey, do you think it might be this? Hey, I can ignore it. I can rationalize it. I can explain it away because if I look at it, it might prove to me that I've been right all along, that I am less than, I don't measure up, I'm unworthy, I'm whatever the word is that I'm afraid of in the moment. And and so I rationalize because I don't want to tell myself what I believe to be the truth. Love is the willingness to stand naked in front of God and everyone emotionally and show ourselves for the truth of who we are. The surprising thing is, if you stand in front of your own mirror, which is God and everyone, and radically, that's the word I've been looking for, radically look at yourself with acceptance and openness and a willingness to go to the darkest recesses of your mind and emotion, you're going to have to shine a light to see what's back there. You're going to have to shine a light to see what lurks in the darkness. And the funny thing is, when we shine a light in those dark recesses, it's no longer dark. And oftentimes, what we will find, pretty much every time, what we will find is that there's nothing there that is lurking or dangerous. There is no monster in the closet of our mind. We are not the monster under the bed. We are simply a beautiful, innocent, loving, amazing being who has tapped into a fearful, collective, unconscious notion that we do not measure up somehow. And we bought into that in a way that makes us disconnect with the truth of who we are. And we spend so much of our life trying to cover up what we believe to be our faults that we never take the time to explore what might be the truth of what it is. And radical acceptance is so much simpler than any kind of cover up. And if we were transparent, if we radically accepted the position we were in the moment, our lives would change completely. The work that I do with people is radical acceptance, but it's also radical shifting of your perspectives of things from that of victim or perpetrator to that of two innocent beings miscommunicating, or one innocent being miscommunicating with themselves. Be willing and open to communicate first with yourself so that you can understand how you operate and where you come from. Get really deep, get really intimate, get really clear with where your fears are and with the understanding that you are love at your core. And when you understand that you are love at your core and that sometimes we operate and we miscommunicate through our fears, you will understand that other people do the same thing and they are not attacking you and they are not victimizing you. They are mistaken. They are miscommunicating the truth of themselves as well. And when we understand that, there is forgiveness in all things. And when we are all forgiven, there is no more reason to fight, to attack, to hide, to defend. And then there is the peace that has always been there. Have a spectacular Monday. And if you are enjoying these lessons, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Feel free to look me up on Facebook. I am at Jan Watson Healing. Take care. Bye bye.